Hello and welcome along to episode 6 of the Apprentice Angle. Now, this has been brought out a little bit later than usual. As you all know, this series tends to be released on a Sunday evening. However, I was very busy all weekend up at Newmarket for the Kipco Guineas Festival, and I thought we'd start this episode off quickly by reflecting upon the weekend that's just been for the classics, two opening classics of the season, before we get going into the main bulk of the Apprentice roundup for the week that's just been. A quick reflection, of course, on the Guineas weekend. Saturday was a complete washout and it was a stark comparison to the 1000 on Sunday. But Frankie lit up Newmarket and also TV screens for viewers at home by landing the 2000 guineas, taking the first classic on his farewell tour about Abul Chaldeen, who put behind his green mishap at the start at Newbury a couple of weeks ago by winning quite impressively here at Newmarket. And he confirmed the form once again with Royal Scotsman from the Dewhurst at the back end of last season. He's confirmed that once again. Although I did feel Royal Scotsman ran a very nice race in third, pulled too hard through the early stages of the race, didn't get much cover, but picked up coming out of the dip and actually ran a nice race in third. High Royale ran a massive race in second at 150 to 1 for Sheen Murphy, who had a very good weekend himself, some nice winners. And he of course, took the second classic of the season, being the 1000 guineas on Sunday aboard Moore. She was very gutsy, fending off the late challenge of Tahira, and those two pulled a mile clear of everything else in the race. And I think we saw two very smart fillies going forward this season. I think they'll will they clash again? You'd like to think they would, but I could see Tahira going back to the Curragh for the Irish equivalent of the 1000 and possibly more staying domestically, or if not going abroad as well, possibly. But it'd be great to see them clash again. There's definitely unfinished business between both fillies, and we'd hopefully get to see that at some point later on down the line. Maybe a coronation at Royal Ascot, who knows? But as for Chalding, look, he looks to be the star colt of the season going forward now, a Frankel Classic winner as well. And it was just great to see Frankie come back on his farewell tour and win that 2000 guineas, really. It was something that I think racing needed. I think it was a real big pick me up for the season ahead now. And it was just great to see the crowds all flocked around on this enclosure despite the poor weather. And it was a wonderful weekend's action on the whole, really. Some lovely horses we saw as well. And on the whole, yeah, a very good weekend. Now, moving into the serious stuff now. Lots has happened in the past 7 days in the apprentice world. We're actually a little bit behind here as well, so we're going to try and catch up and inform everyone who we're a little bit behind now, but the whole aim is to catch up with what's happened over the last 7 days. And we'll kick things off by talking about last Monday up at Windsor. Mohammed Tabti got off the mark for the season aboard Antiphon for Mike Murphy and Mike Keedy. That puts Mohammed one winner away now from riding out his £7 claim and going down to £5. And I think once he gets down to his £5 claim, he'll be a jockey who'll be highly sought after. And you give Antiphon here a very good, strong, attacking, positive right here. And I think Antiphon's entered it tomorrow, if not Thursday, at Lingfield again under Mohammed to try and go in again with two wins in just over a week. But Mohammed's in a very good yard. The Paul Oliver Cole team had a good weekend as well. Some nice horses running quite well. A good winner at Newmarket as well. But Mohammed, once he gets down to his £5, I think it's a jockey to keep an eye on. Very strong as well. Very tidy jockey as well. And he's done incredibly well since coming over from France. Jockey, when he came over from France originally, couldn't speak a word of English, and he's done very, very well, not only to teach himself that, but also to learn the basics of racing over here as well. And he's really improved massively over the last sort of couple of years now. And he's only now one winner away from riding out a £7 claim. I think when he does that, he'll kick on this season, be an apprentice jockey, highly sought after. Sticking with Windsor on Monday, Rose Dawes was once again back in the winners' enclosure aboard Indian Creek for the informed Jack Shannon team, with a very good fourth in the 1000 guineas at the weekend too. And the Jack Shannon team have started the season off in very good style. They're definitely a young trainer to follow and a stable to follow too. Two top talented young jockeys there, and George Bass and Rose Dawes too. And Rose herself, sticking with her, has had a very good start to her campaign. And this again was another nice winner for her. And also Adam Farragher completed a quick two wins in a week aboard Mr. Z here for Michael Blake, who won 2 weeks ago at Windsor's opening meeting, and he followed that up again with a nice success here last week as well, Monday. Now rolling into Wednesday up at Pontefract, Christian Howarth took round 3 of the Go Racing Yorkshire Future Stars series aboard Reigning Prophet for Ruth Carr, a comfortable win in the end for a young jockey who's based in Newmarket, of course. If you go back to episode 1, we spoke about him being attached to Henry Spiller team as a young jockey to follow, now claiming £5, and he gave Reigning Prophet a very good ride here. And he also had a nice couple of rides for Michael Stout at Yarmouth as well during the week, and one for Gay Kellaway, who ran quite a good race as well up at Yarmouth on the exact same card. But Christian as well started off his season in good style, and hopefully now he'll kick on through the course of the season, look to try and ride out his £5 claim, and build up towards the end of the season with his £3. It was a good week for Pierre-Louis Jamin, who kicked off his week by winning a very big Apprentice Handicap at Ascot, the opening race on the card at Royal Ascot Trials Day. A very big field as well went to post for this, but it was won by Chasing Aphrodite, who came late to get up near the line and win going away for the Harry Eustace team. Pierre's got a lot of outside rides for Harry Eustace, as well as his retained trainer, Carl Burke. And Pierre's claiming £3 again. A nice winner at Thirst a couple of weeks ago called Spycatcher in a conditions race for Highclere Racing as well on Thirst Cup Day. And Pierre's definitely going on the right on the right trajectory for his career. Now claiming £3 and started his campaign off in very good style. Sean Curran got off to a good start again today last weekend at Brighton aboard Big Bard, who went in twice in the last couple of weeks. So we also mentioned about Alec Wojcicki completing that first leg of his double aboard Big Bard a couple of weeks ago. And Big Bard won again twice in a space of about 8 days here, winning comfortably under Sean Curran, who had a very good ride on Living the Dream in the Palace House Stakes on Saturday. Living the Dream's a rapid horse, and he gives Sean a fantastic ride for a long way in that 5 furlong dash, the Group 3, the Palace House, before just petering out the soft ground. But Sean himself as well has had a very good start to his season. A Ripon Silver Trophy win a couple of weeks ago now as well for Tim Easterby, I think it was, up at Ripon. And he's kicked on now, still claiming his £3, but again, a nice outside road to pick up for Gary Moore, and Big Bard won quite well. And also Luke Catton again rattled off a quick winner in a quick second victory in just over a week aboard Quinnell, again for Stuart Williams at Brighton. Followed up his victory at Chelmsford 2 weeks ago by going in here again last week quite comfortably. And sticking on a Wednesday night, we go down to Kempton. A couple of interesting bits to note from Kempton. Alec Wojcicki was backing on his enclosure again aboard Ajaj. A very gallant success there as well for Alec, who's freshly ridden out a £7 claim, now claiming the £5. And he's kicked off his £5 claim in very good style as well. And also Laura Colan had a very good winner aboard Flag, winning the final race at 28-1 for the Deborah Faulkner team as well. A bit of a shock there, but a very good ride by Laura, who's had plenty of rides for her Stan Moore over the past couple of seasons, still claiming her £5 too, but this was a very nice ride. And Laura also had a very nice winner on Thursday, up at Redcar aboard Little Joe for Gemma Tuffy. So a very good week, for Laura Colan as well. And also again, Smile and Pay won again for the second time in a week after his Catterick success, his Catterick route, I should say, as well, winning very comfortably there, winning quite cosily here at Redcar again for William Pyle, who's now the second winner in a week for him, for the Craig Lister team and also the Craig Lister Racing Club. Again, they seem to have a very nice little money spinner here in Smile and Pay's 1-2 on the bounce now. And I'm pretty sure they'll be looking to try and rattle off the quick fire hat trick with William Pyle taking off his £7 once again. But it's great to see this again. And Will's very much a young jockey, as we mentioned last week, to watch over the course of this season. He's really improved massively since coming back from his broken back injury. And we wish him all the best going forward as well. Moving into Saturday now, we're going to wrap things up pretty quickly here on Saturday. Umming and Ahring's been a horse we've mentioned quite a lot so far in this series, most notably with winners for Gina Mangan and also Rose. And also Benoit de la Sayette took out the final race on the card aboard Entrancement for David Manuzzi on Saturday as well. And Benoit was seen to very interesting effect on Sunday, giving a masterclass in the fan zone on Newmarket on 1,000 Guineas Day aboard the Equicizer, which is great for young fans of the sport to get involved with, to learn, to watch, and also hopefully get them enticed and come back racing going forward. But finally, we're going to give a very good mention to Billy Loughnane here at his first classic ride, aged 17 years old, in the 1,000 Guineas on Sunday, finishing a respectable 14th aboard Sweet Harmony for Richard Spencer. And I think that puts Billy alongside Lester Piggott in terms of being the youngest jockey to ride in a classic at 17. And we spoke about Billy so much over the course of these first 6 episodes. It's testament to Billy's ability and just how far he's come so quickly already. He's ridden 50 winners already so far, now claiming £3. But to have his first classic ride was fantastic to see as well. Lots of media attention, rightly so as well, not just on TV coverage, but also on social media. Some of the content rolled out involving Billy was fantastic. And it's great to see the racing world getting behind a very good young jockey who's come through the pony racing ranks, as we've seen so many in the past do as well, before going on to achieve such great success in the real racing world. And it was fantastic to see Billy. His dad was there as well. His family are all there too. A real family occasion. And hopefully now we'll see Billy over the course of the coming years get plenty more Group 1 rides. Hopefully more with a chance. Sweet Harmony was a big price in the end. I think she went off 200-1, but actually outran her odds quite impressively in the end. Finished 14th, a respectable 14th, beat a few horses home too. There was a fantastic opening classic ride for Billy in terms of learning the ropes for him in the Group 1 race. And I'm sure we'll see Billy riding in Group 1s for many a year to come yet. So that was episode 6, guys, of the Apprentice Angle. Slightly more a short one today, just trying to catch up with everything we've missed over the last 7 days. But we're back again. Normal service resumes on Sunday with episode 7. And until then, we will see you all then.